Look, I've been all over Fox talking about how awful the CNBC presidential debate was, so you already know what I think. I found the moderators and their questions to be snide, condescending, almost hostile, borderline insulting. It was a complete train wreck for the Business Network, which got 14 million viewers, the biggest total in its history. I think a lot of those people are wondering about the fairness of CNBC. And the network, the way it handled the Colorado debate, opened the door for Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio and Chris Christie to just unload about the CNBC questions and media bias and all of that. But let's drill down a little deeper because, look, I believe in tough, aggressive, even provocative questions. I know Fox News took a lot of heat after the Cleveland debate for what some people perceived as questions that were perhaps too aggressive. I would defend that. I did defend that on the grounds that this was about policy. And everybody can critique this at home and whether they think that this moderator or this question went too far. But when you have John Harwood, who is the face of CNBC, who is the chief Washington correspondent, the face of CNBC at least on politics, asking Donald Trump whether he's running a comic book campaign, asking him whether he could sooner fly away from the podium than prove that his tax plan could work, asking another candidate, Mike Huckabee, whether Trump had the moral authority to lead this country. You know, the distaste for Trump and some other candidates just came through. And another thing here has to do with the importance of preparation and research. These are very big stake encounters, not just for the candidates, but for the media organizations. And so the way that some of the moderators bumbled their question, for example, Harwood pressing Marco Rubio about his tax plan, citing a study that Harwood himself, though he denied this to Senator Rubio, had apologized or corrected his mischaracterization of a couple weeks earlier. And then the spectacle of Becky Quick talking to Trump and saying, you said this about Mark Zuckerberg on immigration, and Trump saying, no, I never said that. And she said, oh, where did I read that? She just seemed so confused. And the irony was she apologized, but she was right. But it took CNBC 20 minutes to figure out that the original question was right. You should have had the article, the research right there. The larger issue here is about the mainstream media, because when Cruz and company went off about the bias of the media, it doesn't just hurt CNBC, it hurts everybody in television journalism. It hurts everybody in journalism, period, because a lot of people out there don't think that we and the MSM can be fair to Republican candidates. And unfortunately for CNBC, this was sort of an exhibit A, that no one will ever forget, where it looked like the network was not being fair, was being biased from the left, was being belittling toward 10 people on a stage who are running for president. And that may be an indelible impression, not just for CNBC, but all of us in the news business.